welcome to, we're calling it Miniature Night, or Mini Night.
The Ministry of Night.
Our monthly mini night here on the Loading Ready Run Network here on we're calling it AF40K. We definitely are all playing Kill Team today.
Yeah.
But the idea for this is it's a monthly stream where we are going to, all of our plastic enjoying friends can come on into the moon base and play whatever tabletop game they're interested in, just so more people get to play, because that's kind of the biggest thing is turns out getting good at this game requires you to play it a bunch.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Maybe even not even just getting good, just feeling comfortable.
Knowing what you're doing.
Yeah. It'd be like if we were trying to play vintage Magic once per month.
Yeah, right? You're just like, this combo, right? And you're like, Island. Tap? I'm Ben, and joining me, we've got a Cameron. Huh? We've got an Erica.
Hello.
And of course, we've got a Paul on tech.
Hello.
And we've also got, hanging out in the friend zone, there's a Funko, there's a Max, and Ian's going to be coming along as well. So we're going to be having 2 more games happening out in the friend zone. So yeah, a lot of Kill Team action going on at the moon base, and we're going to have these 2 playing on camera all night for you tonight, using the new Blood and Zeal rules, as well as you might notice this beautiful statue of Big Lady in the center. So you're going to get to see, we're being topical. It's very strange for us.
Yeah.
Right?
This piece was only available
Came out
last
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Look at us. Aren't we great?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to be playing on here, and then we've got that roaming camera for those of you who checked out our Kill Team League a while ago to just kind of check in before commercial breaks on what's going on the friend zone and stuff. But before we get into everything, a reminder that this and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do all this cool stuff, so thank you. We really appreciate it. You can also check out not our store. Our store's on pause right now.
Yeah.
God, I'm so used to saying that. Yeah, our store is currently paused. We've actually had questions about it, so maybe it's good for me to bring it up.
Yeah.
It is paused right now because we're moving all of our stuff to a new warehouse.
Yep.
And then once that's all back, then things will resume and whatnot. So if you've gone on to store.loadingreadyrun.com and you've been like, why, are you aware of this? Serge got 4 messages.
Why?
I don't know. Then that is why. So yeah, we appreciate everybody though who supported us during the sale and stuff. Beej was happy, and that's what all we really aim for is to keep the Beej happy.
Yeah, you all collaborated to conceal your hideous bodies under our merch. Good job.
And I'm the one playing Chaos Cult. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to dongle the bongle and let us know what games you want to see on camera. Like I said, the goal is for us to experiment with different things. Max was saying that they really wanted to play Mordheim.
Man, Mordheim is such a sick game.
Yeah.
A sick concept for a game. Mm-hmm. It's dark fantasy stalker.
Yeah, that seems really, really cool.
Yeah.
I know that Funko and I definitely want to try out some more Shatterpoint and stuff. So yeah, really, realistically, that's what the goal of the night is. And we're going to be having one of these nights every single month going forward. Instead of us doing like the once a month Kill Team thing, it's once a month minis thing. And we'll have all kinds of friends coming in to play games and stuff. I'm not even going to be on camera after I say goodbye to you. It's going to be you 2. I think we've basically wrapped everything up housekeeping-wise.
I can't think of anything else we need to say.
Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to bounce on out of here. And these 2 are going to take it away and tell you about what's going on today. I'm really excited to hear what you 2 think of the Blood and Zeal cards.
Me too.
The card
I haven't
system
played with them yet.
Yeah, the card system seems really, really cool. So have fun, and I'm going to go get my butt kicked by Funko. He brought Kroot.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to get shot a lot.
And then
Turn into a bigger mutant.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I'm Cameron, and tonight I am playing Void-Scarred Corsair. They are Eldar space pirates who are they're what is the character of the Void-Scarred of Eldar Corsairs? They are a callback to the the violent, hedonistic Eldar of past eras who got everyone into a lot of trouble. They're what Eldar do on a gap year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go and do this for a little while when you need to blow off some steam by doing harmless things like killing humans.
Yeah.
Are these technically Dark Eldar, or are they?
No, they come from all walks of life. It's just, sometimes you want to fly around in a spaceship, sword people, steal loot, and see the galaxy.
Yeah.
And that's how you do that.
Eldar Gap Year. I like that
Yeah.
description.
These are the Eldar who will plasma pistol you in the face if they don't like your tie, and then make out about it.
Yeah. I do like that the models are designed so that some of them are clearly Eldar and some of them are clearly
Yeah, like
Jakari.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
These kits are so nice.
They really are.
I saw photos of them when they were being released, and I was like, oh, these are fun. And then as I was building them, they're just such good kits with so many interesting bits. They've got great poses. They've got a lot of character. The only problem with them is that Games Workshop have done the thing where they have given everyone a cloak and made it impossible to paint inside the cloak until the model is after the model is assembled. So what you have to do is paint them in sub-assemblies. And Eldar really I like airbrushing Eldar because it gives them like smooth gradients and bright popping colors, which you can't do with these.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I do love the your decision that painting them, having them with the white, and then having their sort of gold cloaks.
Yeah, the concept for them was that there's a very old Warhammer 40k comic called Demonifuge, which is about a sister of battle, but she's got a buddy, quotation marks, buddy, who is a Harlequin solitaire, and at one point he is hanging out on a spaceship waiting for something to happen outside the spaceship, and the armor he is wearing is white, but it's like opalescent because it's reflecting all the colors.
Yeah.
And so I wanted them to look like these are void troops, right? They do boarding actions on spaceships. So I wanted them to have clean white armor, like they were spacesuits, and then have the gold cloaks in the style of like Gemini era NASA, like gold visors and gold reflective foil shielding.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Very nice.
And I
like
wanted
it.
to avoid black on them, which would just like absorb heat, right, in space.
Yep.
And it's like, in space, it's not like when you're boarding another ship, it's not like you're trying to blend in with the surroundings.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're visible from the Oort cloud.
So yeah, let's what kind of stuff we've got going on for these two teams?
So I'm playing as Chaos Legionaries. I have brought in my own customized Emperor's Children. I have so much lore about the 382nd Parade Company. But I've built them all using Horus Heresy Mark VI Marines, and they're delightful. They're legionaries. Everybody here is Mark of Slaanesh because of course they are. And they're just good. They're just versatile.
Yeah.
Very good.
What does the Mark of Slaanesh do again? Because it got changed subtly in one of the balance updates, right?
The Mark of Slaanesh didn't change. They get +1 movement. One of their stratagems got changed slightly, but not that big of a deal.
Okay.
But yeah, they have a 1-inch movement, +1-inch movement.
Okay, so they move 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love in one of the Horus Heresy novels, the Primarch, or the Iron Warriors and the Emperor's Children are sent to do a thing together. And Perturabo, the Primarch of the Iron Warriors, is like, okay, finally someone who isn't incompetent. I know Fulgrim, we're buds. The Emperor's Children might be a lot of things, but one of those things is that they do a job.
Yeah.
Right? They're very precise. They have plans. They like to do things like accurately, and you can count on them. And then he discovers that the Emperor's Children have changed subtly since he last met them. And it's like, what is going on? Are you doing drugs right now? We're in a meeting, bro. It's 9 a.m. You're doing a bump. So we have set up the terrain. We have set up our teams.
Yep.
This is map 2. And what was the crit op for this one? Transmission?
The crit up is number 3, transmission. So it has a mission action. For 1 AP, 1 objective marker the active operative controls is transmitting until the start of the next turning point. Can't perform if within control range of an enemy objective, and can't perform it during the first turning point. At the end of each turning point after the first, if friendly objectives control any transmitting objective markers, you score 1 VP. If friendly operatives control more transmitting objective markers than enemy operatives do, you score 1 VP.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be one that you activated.
Okay.
So you can take it from somebody else once it's transmitting.
Okay.
Do you have the kill op card we can put over here too?
Oh, yeah.
There we go, just so we can keep track of that.
All
I
right.
have 6 to start with, so.
Okay. And then we also need to pick what op is going to be the double points or the plus 50% points one.
Oh yeah,
Since we're not doing attack op for this mission because we're using the Blood and Seal cards,
yes.
we can choose between kill op and crit op.
That's a secret,
Do
though,
I have,
right?
do you have a pair of those for me?
Yes, I do.
Which of those you've chosen is hidden information, though?
Yes.
Yes.
So those are your primary op cards. Op. There's so many ops. This is a very op-centric game.
You have 10 operatives?
9.
9.
Examines 2, 4, 5, 7, 9.
Now, do we want to quickly go over what the Blood and Zeal stuff means?
Yes. I'm going to move this podium out of the way for now. There is 2 decks. There's a Blood deck and there is a Zeal deck. The Blood deck is generally more aggressive. The Zeal deck is generally more defensive. And we draw these cards at certain times. We keep them in our hand. They're secret, and they have abilities that we can use at any time. I'll just pull a random example out here to show you. For example, one of the Blood one is Prevent Mission Action, which allows you to increase the AP that somebody has to spend to activate a mission action. And you can do that whenever they attempt to do it.
Oof.
So it's almost like you play that in response to them trying to do the mission action.
Exactly. Yeah. We will each draw. We can draw from either deck. We can draw a mix of them. We don't have to draw just from one. And we draw at the start of every ready phase of each turning point, and we draw a card whenever our opponent scores a VP, 1 for each VP that they score.
Okay.
We also have the Shrine Statue.
Yeah.
The plinth down here at the bottom counts as a marker. We can control it as normal for a marker if we're within control range of it. And there's 2 actions that you can do when you are near it. First one is Praise/Blaspheme. For 1 AP, you can either shuffle a card from your hand or your discard pile back into its respective deck and draw a card. And you can also Hallow or Defile it, which can only be done once per turning point, and you get to draw a card. And that's just the first person that gets to do that does it. Also 1 AP. At the end of the game, we will score 1 victory point for the person who has discarded the most blood cards, and 1 victory point for the person who discarded the most zeal cards. And it can be the same person.
Okay.
I dig that, often with mechanics like this, they'll give you points for it's like, oh, you didn't have to rely on the thing, so you get an extra point. But this gives you points for using the cards. I like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, use the mechanic, please.
Yes, and the game, it also specifies if you have cards in your hand at the end of the game, those don't count.
Yes.
You have to discard. You have to use them and discard them.
Yeah, no points for being a coward. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. So we have set up our teams. Next step is scouting. Each player secretly selects one of the pre-game scouting options: equip, ploy, or reposition. So
Equip, ploy, or reposition.
I have a card. So equip will allow you to select an additional piece of equipment. Ploy allows you to use a strategy ploy for free on the first turn. And reposition allows you to do a free reposition action before the game starts, but you have to end it within 3 inches of your deployment zone.
Okay.
And then who gets first turn depends on which one you've chosen. So equip beats ploy, ploy beats reposition, reposition beats equip.
Okay.
Okay. Reposition.
Reposition.
So, the player with the initiative resolves their selection first. So you get to reposition first, then I will. How does this work?
Oh, there we go.
Who gets first turn? We've broken the game and it hasn't even started. Chat.
I think we were supposed to roll for initiative at some point. It's a little weird that the game makes you roll for choosing attacker, defender, and then rolling for initiative at some point. It's a little weird.
Yeah. I move my
Yeah.
Kurnathi up.
I've moved my butcher up. Currently behind Giant Lady.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that bit. I think it's in, what is the book called? It's a Graham McNeil book. It's the one with Iron Warriors and Emperor's Children fighting the Eldar. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
But-
matter.
Yeah, but just like that realization of like, all right, this is where we're going to attack here, here, and are you eating right now? What are you eating? And he's like, frosting.
Cool. Okay, now we roll for initiative, right?
Play the battle. Initiative is decided by the person who won the scouting step. If it's a tie, the player who didn't have initiative during setup decides.
Okay,
So-
I had initiative during setup.
Yes. So I get to decide who has initiative. You have way more dudes than I do. So I'm going to take initiative to try and cut down on the amount of counteractions you get.
Okay.
Okay, then, as strategic gambit during the first turn, each player secretly selects one of their 3 ops, crit, kill, or attack, to be their primary op. They should place a card with their selection face down, conceal a dice showing their selection under a cup as appropriate. Okay, I have done that.
Right, you already did that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's,
put mine
Yeah.
over here. There we go.
I put mine there. Okay, now we do strategic gambits, I suppose.
Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba.
I will resolve my. I will use my star charts.
Okay.
So I roll 1 die 3. If the result is higher than the current turning point, I get 1 CP. It is. I get 1 command point.
All right then.
Your turn.
My turn.
now, there are a bunch that say you can't use them on the first turning point, right?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to use Quicksilver Speed. So all of my friendly operatives, whenever they're fighting or retaliating on a turn they have moved, worsen their hit stat of the enemy operative's melee weapons by 1.
Okay.
And for all Legionary Slaanesh operatives, if they have moved, worsen the hit stat of the enemy operative weapons by 1.
Okay.
In all cases for this ploy, it isn't cumulative with being injured.
Okay. So if you've moved, both melee and shooting is worse against you?
Yes,
Okay.
by 1.
Okay. I will.
Also, you spent a CP on that.
Do I want to pass?
I can't touch the thing.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll use mobile engagement. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Corsair Voids Guard operative that performed an action in which it moved during this turning point, you can re-roll one of your dice.
One of your defense dice?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So you both want to move before you get hit.
Yes.
Zippy's team versus Zippy team. I am going to use my faction equipment, Chaos Talismans. I'm going to select one Mark of Chaos. It's Mark of Slaanesh. All of them are Mark of Slaanesh. Once during each of their activations, during shooting, fighting, or retaliating, if I roll 2 or more fails, I can inflict D3 damage to that operative to discard one and retain the other as a normal success. Note that if the shoot action and the damage incapacitates that friendly operative, the action doesn't end. Excuse me.
Okay.
So if you have 2 fails, you can discard one and have the other one as a success for 3 damage.
Exactly.
Oh, wait. Okay, we each get 2 command points during the first turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that overrides the thing where it's like, or does it?
From what I believe, you each start with 2 command points, and then when turning point
Subsequent
1, and
turns?
then when turning point 1 starts, you get another command point.
Okay, right. Okay.
But you can there's only 2 command points to spend in this pre-turning point
Okay.
phase.
I pass.
Okay. I will also pass.
Okay. 2 passes in a row. The the gambit phase is done. Now you get 2 command points. I get 1.
I also get an extra command point because I have my icon bearer, who's over here. In the ready step of each strategy phase, if this operative isn't incapacitated, you get 1 CP.
Was that? I want to say that was patched in some way in the update.
Chat, look it up.
Yeah, but it'll give you. Okay, you go up to 4.
I mean, it seems broken.
Yeah, I want to say that they updated it in some way in order to make you do something for it.
I might have to roll off for it, but well, we shall see.
Okay. Well. Okay, I guess I go first.
So, turning point 1.
Yeah. Here we go. I move there with my warrior.
Okay.
I would like to use his free dash, or her free dash, to get right up there. And then I will tap the objective.
Okay, so it's transmitting. No, you can't do that on the first turn.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're there.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Yours.
Okay. Oh, we forgot to draw our Blood and Zeal cards.
Oh, yeah, we should do that.
You have initiative, so you go first.
Okay, Zeal is defensive generally, and Blood is offensive generally.
Yes.
Do I think I'll be taking many hits this turn?
Is there a
I'll
particular
take Zeal.
Is there a particular reason why you have the 3 out rather than
That's-
just drawing from the top of the deck?
There is a mechanic that allows you to peek at them.
Oh, okay.
If you have a friendly thing within control range of the statue, you can take a peek at one of the cards before drawing. But that's the main reason. I will also take a blood card.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. I am going to. I'm going to activate this guy over here. And he's going to move. Out a little bit. So that's 1. And then he's going to move 6 to get up over here into this terrain.
That is light, right?
Light, yes.
Okay.
And can I see anybody? I do not think so. And also, he has a gun. He has a pistol, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I think I will leave him.
Okay. I feel like that is begging for a trade from the heavy gunner.
Erica, what was the name of that ability that gave you the +1 CP?
It's
That
the
is the
Legionary
icon bearer.
Favored of the Dark Gods.
It does look like that ability has changed.
Okay, what does it say now?
In the ready step of each strategy phase, if this operative controls an objective marker that isn't tainted, that objective marker is tainted for the battle and you gain 1 CP.
Cool.
Note that any operative, including enemy operative, that has tainted an objective marker, you cannot taint it again. So you get a C. So if you have a fresh objective marker at the beginning of the thing, that's when you get the extra CP.
Cool, good to know. All right,
Okay.
reduce my CP by 1.
Okay.
That makes a lot more sense, honestly.
I am going to dash the heavy gunner up to the window,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to shoot at your warrior
Okay.
with my Wraith Cannon. It is devastating 4, heavy, dash only, piercing 2, hits on a 3+ for 6/3 damage. So, 4 attack dice. It is crossing light terrain, but because I'm on vantage, I believe I get to ignore light. Whenever you're selecting for an operative. Yes. Operatives at least 2 inches lower than that operative with a conceal order cannot use light terrain for cover. While this can allow such operatives to be targeted, it doesn't remove their cover save, and the defender can retain it as a critical success. Instead, or retain 1 additional cover save.
Okay.
All right, hitting on a 3+.
Is
What?
Huh. All right, then.
I was about to ask whether that guy has moved yet, but it's a moot point.
What? Do I even...
It's going to be that kind of game, is it?
Yeah, it's going to be that kind of game. Okay, well, that's 2 1s and 2 2s. So that means I would have needed 4s normally, right?
Yeah.
And I could re-roll one of them, and half the time I would get 1 success, which you could retain as a save due to cover. So I guess we won't.
All right, then.
All right, that would be that activation.
All right, then. That's heavy terrain.
Yeah, that's XCOM, baby.
Yep. What's that I missed on a 95? Okay. Okay, remind me how this works. If Vantage only allows them to ignore light cover, not heavy
Yes.
cover. Cool. I'm just trying to see. Everybody is nice and well in cover right now, except that guy over there at the back with the bird.
That would still be drawing, like he should be.
He would be obscured. Oh, no. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's sticking out there. No, never mind.
Shoot him in the bird.
We have this guy over here, but I don't have anybody who can...
Yeah.
All of my guns are over here. To there, and then dash. Doesn't quite get me there. That is an annoyingly far distance from the shrine.
I mean, if you get to the objective, you can do your tainted whatever.
I can, but also I'm standing there with my ass in the wind, which I don't want. I don't like that idea. So I'm going to.
It doesn't sound very Slanesh to me. Sitting here with your ass in the wind is a very Slanesh thing to do.
It's true.
We developed entire families of pants specifically to satisfy that need.
Okay, I'm going to activate this guy over here, my gunner. He is going to move out 1 and up 6 to get into cover here. So there's an objective there. I still can't see anybody though, which is very annoying. It's very annoying that I can't see anybody. So he's just gonna chill, I guess.
All right.
We're just having a quiet round of us sneaking around each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, turning point 1 is sort of setting things up.
Yeah.
Turning point 2 is when things explode, usually.
It's usually yes.
Man, I'm gonna be thinking about those two 1s and 2 2s for a while. Okay, well, the Shade Runner is going to dash right to the edge of this terrain piece, and then we'll use her ability to teleport as her reposition action.
Okay.
Thusly. Go. Oh, remember to flip over your markers.
Oh yes, sorry.
No worries.
Apologies. This guy went and this guy went. I'm going to activate.
Paul, all chaps are assless.
Well, that's the thing. Slanesh invented some that
Ass
aren't.
chaps, right,
Ass.
yeah. Acid chaps.
Which aren't just pants. Somehow they're different.
Somehow
Somehow they're different in an important way.
Yeah, in a critical way. I love the new Emperor's Children models. I love how they look like they've all had hideous Hollywood cosmetic surgery.
Oh yes.
Like they all look like the fucking Weekend in that one music video.
So that's
Assful chaps.
Assful.
Now we're cooking, chat.
Now we're going.
Nice.
All right. So this guy, I'm going to activate the butcher here. I'm going to advance him up over here. And he is just going to hang out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that warrior is probably in for a world of pain.
No.
Maybe the butcher is just going to, you know.
Don't worry. With the chainsaw that long, it's not going to be very painful. Well, it will be for a very short amount of time. Yes.
Yeah. Chainsword is a very standard butcher's apparatus.
Exactly.
Yeah. In the words of the great warrior poet Eminem, vodka, Vicodin, and ven. Okay, I am going to activate the Kernathi, who is going to move and dash thusly.
All right.
And I will say go.
So you can't interact with the control points in the first turning point? Is
No.
that, yeah.
No.
Can you do the statue in the first turning point?
It is a marker? quicker? I don't know.
I don't think there's anything that says that it can't. Nope.
Cool.
All right.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a good idea, but that's interesting.
I don't know. I probably could. Let me see. So I could go there. That would get me to 9. Actually, can I just borrow your tape measure for a second? Should actually bring one. I love this old school tape measure. So I can move
Old
up
school.
to wither and die.
Oh, man.
So I could get up to here,
Okay.
Which would put you within an inch of
which
the...
would put me within an inch of the shrine. Maybe that's the thing to do.
I mean, I don't know how... Again, you are... I mean, I guess you could hide behind it a little bit, but you are sort of in a dangerous area there.
You're not wrong.
But
also,
then you get cool cards.
I get to use the game rules. And really, what is more important than that? Okay. I'm gonna dash, and then I'm going to move 10. Ooh. There we go.
Okay.
So that was 2 AP. I have 3 AP, so I'm going to use Hallow/Defile.
Okay. Which one will you be doing?
I'm
Emperor's Child?
going to go with Defile.
Weird.
One
Is it-
shrine statue.
Is it Defile gets you a blood and Hallow gets you a zeal? Is that how it works? Or is it just...
No, it's just Hallow/Defile is just the name of it. Doesn't make a difference what you
just
do.
a flavor thing?
Yep.
And this is the one that prevents anyone else from using it this turn, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will defile it, and I will draw a card.
Explain how.
Rubs her tit. Yeah.
I was gonna suggest slap the statue's ass so hard it turns into a bell. Bong.
I have to really climb up there to get a...
They've got the backpack, Paul.
Yeah. This is what a super soldier can do. Cool. Neat.
What'd you get?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I suspect I'm gonna find out.
As your lawyer, you are not required to say...
You are specifically forbidden from saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like they must remain secret.
Ooh. Okay, well, I'm going to activate the Soul Weaver. Soul Weaver. I got the 2 nouns correct this time.
All right.
He's going to move up here and dash securely in here, from whence much of the battlefield can be seen.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on.
Weave those souls.
Yeah, we'll move him like that.
All right.
Your go.
My go. You can't really see him, but my chosen is down here underneath this terrain feature next to a door. So I'm going to activate him.
I believe these doors take 1 additional inch to move through. Is that it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, because the Into the Dark ones are, accessible. Counts as 1 additional inch move.
All right. That's fine, because I'm basically just going up over here.
I appreciate that the...
That's
in
a lot
the
of
grim darkness
beef.
of the future, accessibility is something that they've thought about.
Well, not really, because there's a lip on this door.
Yeah,
Like, you couldn't get a wheelchair through that door.
you would have to have some kind of hover chair.
There was
Like-
a whole, wasn't there a DS9 episode where they had to like install little ramps on all of the doors because there was someone in a wheelchair?
They might have.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think you could get the Christopher Pike special, right?
Yeah.
But I just like in 40K, there's a book series about Inquisitor Gideon Ravner, who is like a very powerful psyker, but he was very badly injured, and now he is in a box.
Ah.
So it's a very kind of like team-focused series of novels. I'm going to move the
Haas
Night
says
Hunter.
there was. Thanks, Hosk.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, with Bashir trying to do everything for her.
Yeah.
And she was like, stop. Okay, thusly.
Loosely. Okay. I have one guy left. How many do you have left to activate?
3.
Okay. We'll see if I can get any shots off. But for now, though,
So for those Overwatch, now do your guys have to be in engage mode in order to,
Yes, they
in
do.
order to make use of the overwatching stuff?
Yes. I mean, you can... How does it work exactly? You can... In order to shoot, you need to be able to. But counteracting, I think you can probably do from conceal, depending on what action it is.
how far can I get if I drop down here? That I ignore the first.
Oh,
two
no, yeah, you
inches.
need to counteract with a operative with an engage action.
Okay, so that would be 1, 4. So that would use up 4. I would have 3 left. So I could get there and then dash, or troublesome. I also kind of like having him there because he covers quite a lot of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm actually... So you have your leader over there, the Psyker.
That is just... The Psyker, the leader is down in the building.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
He had a staff. I assumed he was in charge.
Doesn't the
I don't know
Astartes
if this
rule
is
you
the
can't
right
act from
move, but I
conceal?
kind of want to just leave this guy here and put him on an activate so he can take an Overwatch. Let's find out what happens. Do I know what you have? Not really. I'm sure you can probably take a shot at him at some point. Oh, well, actually, hold on a second. I'm going to use a move action.
Okay.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him an engage order. I'm going to have him move there. There.
Okay.
Now he gets the defensive bonus.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, yes. And you can pre-measure in this game, right?
Oh yeah, you can measure
Okay.
anytime you want.
I'm just curious. I want to try to keep anyone out of immediate charge range of this dude.
Yep.
This fellow. Mm-hmm. And I think if I'm back here, that is more than 10 inches, right? Because it is your move plus 3? Or is
It's
your
move plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that with my Fell Arc.
Okay.
Move and dash to there.
Is that light terrain or heavy terrain?
I believe that one is heavy. I thought everything on Volcus was heavy.
There's a couple, I think this one, and maybe one of the other ones is technically light terrain, but
In that case, I will move him someplace else.
Some Basil in chat brings up a good point. Apparently, the Astartes ability makes it so you can counteract regardless of your order.
hey, you're right. Thanks, some Basil.
That's just a thing that Astartes do because they're cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we move there.
All right then. In that case, I'm leaving this guy on conceal.
I mean, he still wouldn't be able to shoot because you can't shoot from conceal, right?
But you can do so, yeah. Because
You would be
counteract,
able
you
to
just
Yes,
wait.
correct.
Yeah, you'd
All
be
right,
able
fine.
to do like any of the other.
It's just anything you can do with one AP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you could like tap an objective or like close a door.
Yeah.
Or move or something. Yeah.
Dash.
You can actually fight and conceal,
Yes.
which is like, that was like, it was in a list of Gigabrain plays you can make.
Yeah. Okay, so you moved, so it's my turn.
Yes.
Do I have any reasonable counteractions? I could taint this.
Yeah.
I am within 1 inch of that. Haha.
So that would get you your CP?
Yeah, I'll taint that.
Okay.
Where's a marker for this? There, we'll use this one. Tainted.
Bum, bum.
Tainted marker. Okay. That's my counteraction.
Okay. We'll move and dash up here. Mm-hmm. Remaining in conceal. To you. I have one more after this.
One more. I do not.
And Erica doesn't get to go after your last one. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get one after this, so. Yeah, everything is on conceal except for that guy up top there, right?
Yep.
But I can't see him through the barred window, I believe.
I think, like, I forget how it works. Can I shoot? Would I have even been able to shoot you through that barred window?
Yes.
Or the barred window? Oh, if
Yes.
you're standing right next to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only draw a line of sight if you're right next to it. That's what the rule is.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
I have nothing to do.
I think I'm going to dash this guy just inside this door.
All right then.
Move and dash.
All right.
Slam.
Cool.
Don't want any, you hear?
That's it for that.
Yep, that's it for that.
That's our first turning point.
Okay, turning point 2. Is that a good place to take our first break, Paul?
Could do. Yeah, we're about an hour in.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to throw to the folk outside?
Sure. Let me just quickly let them know that a thing that will happen. 1 sec.
All right. This is a very cinematic game.
It's true.
I'm going to grab my phone and take photos.
I should do that too. I always forget to take photos until like the last turning point when there's nothing
Yeah, there's
left on the
nothing
board.
left.
Yeah.
I forget where I read it, but it's probably in that book, actually, that a game of Kill Team is supposed to take place over roughly 1 minute.
I feel like it's maybe a little bit more than that, but like I like that idea that it's just like everything is just happening so fast.
Yeah. Like, where the hell did everyone go?
So chat, how are you doing? While they're getting that ready, we'll just hang out here.
Looks like they are set up over there. So yeah, let's cut
All right,
over.
fine. I don't care what you think, chat.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut over to the friend zone and see how they're playing.
Have a kill count thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, look at that
14
cake.
model kill teams
Wow.
on the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the cult leader has a bustle.
So
I
many
need to kill
guys.
3 before.
Before you even score a point from it, yeah. Well, hello, Funk.
Hello. I'm just learning how many of Ben's dudes I need to murder to even get on the board.
So we literally just kind of got underway here and are starting turning point 1. As I mentioned, I'm playing the Chaos Cultists, and they are very much not painted, but I just wanted to play them. If you're unfamiliar, I have like a ton of just dudes. I'm a 14 operative kill team, but the goal of them is I have these little guys that my leader can then tell to turn into horrifying mutants. Yeah. And then if that mutant survives and I mutate them again, they turn into a horrifying gigantic torment.
Yeah. So your baby Mario to bigger Mario of, of the cult world.
Yeah. So we're doing an open map here. Just like I said, just kind of started to get underway here. We've only maybe done like 4 or 5 activations, and Max is just chilling.
It's true. It's done none activations.
Yeah. Max is waiting for Ian. So if Ian doesn't come, then you probably see some. You can probably just go table friend after this break.
Yeah,
so
that'd be good.
Yeah, but yeah, we're having a good time, doing good. We'll see what ends up happening. One of my mans is already dead.
Yeah, done shot him.
Yeah,
Done shot him with the bird lizard man.
yeah, and you've only got 13 more to go.
Right. Running away.
So yeah, we're gonna take a break and then we'll bring it back to Erica and Camp. Wait, you're here. After the break.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome back. We have acquired a max.
It's true. I've been acquired.
Yes.
You are now a wholly owned subsidiary of the main table.
Yes.
That means I still have to do my own HR though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Fair.
also know healthcare.
Damn it. My luxury bones.
All right. So we finished turning point 1. We are on to turning point 2. So first thing we need to roll off for initiative.
Yes.
Oh. I got a 6.
I also got a 6, so you win the tie.
All right. So I have initiative. We're going to ready everybody,
Yep.
and then
Technically, I believe that means you get to choose. But
That's true.
Yes.
I think I'll have the initiative
As a treat.
as a treat.
because it's go first or get to CP.
That's correct. Yeah.
Is that yeah?
Yes,
And 2CP can be very relevant.
Yep.
but also because I've tainted this thing, I get a CP anyways. So
And so I believe the idea is that is then sort of used up. Like one thing gets, you have to taint something new
fair enough.
each
Yes.
each time.
Okay, so you get 1 CP for the. I gave you that one last turn. Right?
Okay.
You tainted it, and I gave you a CP.
Oh, did you at that time?
I believe I did, because you are currently at 5 after getting 1 for this. You started at 2, use 2 ploys.
There's one ploy.
1 ploy, right.
Yeah.
1 ploy and 1 item, so that rolled you down to 1.
Yep.
Then you got 1 for the...
Both players get one on the first turning point as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at 5. We'll assume it got there. We're all good. We'll move
Yes.
on. Okay. So we have done this.
Yes.
Now we need to draw a card.
Yeah.
We each get one.
Starting... Does it matter who draws first?
The person with initiative draws first.
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to take a zeal card. Wait, I have a friendly operative. Ooh. I'm just going to double check the rules on this.
Max, are you left or right-handed?
When you draw a card, if friendly operatives control the shrine statue terrain feature, you can look at the text on one card before drawing it, but still keep it secret from your opponent. Sick. So I'm going to look at the zeal card.
Secrets.
Ooh.
No.
That's good. I'm going to keep that. There you go.
Well, I too would like this one. Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
Now we do gambits.
Starting with the player who has initiative.
Starting with the
Yeah.
player who has initiative. I'm going to use Quicksilver Speed again.
Okay.
So they get their defensive bonus.
I am also
Take me down a CP for that.
shall do. I am going to use. I don't think this guy has anyone within 9 inches, or I hope not. Oh, okay. Because he also has a strategic gambit he can use. All ploys are gambits, not all gambits are ploys.
Yes, that's correct.
He has a gambit, which I cannot use right now. So I am going to use mobile engagement, which is the one where if I move, I can get shot less good.
Okay.
Yeah, reroll 1 defensive dice.
Okay.
Pass to you.
I'm going to use my Chaos Talismans again, choosing Mark of Slanesh, so they get their take damage to get a success.
Does that also cost a CP? Question mark? I don't know.
Does a strategic gambit from a faction of equipment
No, it
cost
does
a
not.
CP?
Okay.
No. Great. Fantastic.
I said on the break that I'm here to ask the stupid questions.
Yes.
Yeah, if it was a ploy, but if it grants you a gambit, it does not.
I think I've been playing that wrong. I've been spending a CP on it.
In my first couple of games, I was using CP to use my Phobos infiltrator arrays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's even
Yes.
more broken.
Yeah, I used like 4 CP.
Oof.
Okay. I am going to use Piratical Privateers.
Okay.
Whenever a friendly Corsair Voids Guard operative is shooting, fighting, or retaliating, if it or the enemy operative in that sequence contests an objective marker or a mission marker, or one of my mission markers, that operative's weapons have the balanced rule.
Balanced. Okay.
Yeah. So reroll one attack die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass to you.
That's it for me.
Okay. I also pass.
Okay. Great.
All right. Move to battle.
Fight phase.
Do I want to use...
I do like the way Kill Team, does that thing where it's like, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this, step 4, all the actual stuff.
Yeah, play the turn.
Yeah.
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 I always tell the story about how I had a senior lab instructor whose data processing steps
Yep.
for our physical chemistry lab would have like, you've done the experiment and now you have to process your data.
Yeah.
And it would be like, calculate this, calculate this,
Yeah.
calculate this, then use all that to calculate this. And you'd be like, oh, cool, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is going to be straightforward. One of those steps, roll a die, would take 6 hours.
I love it.
Yep.
It must...
You would realize that calculate this would actually involve integrating 7 equations.
Yep. I've been teaching myself some quantum programming lately, and it's been
No
a lot
shit.
of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Man,
been a lot of math.
I love the photo of Biden looking at the quantum computer. With just that look of utter befuddlement on his face. I saw someone caption that with like, yeah, man, if I was looking at a temple so silent it could hear the universe, I would also look like that.
Okay.
that's
I'm not going to
pretty
use a
good.
card. I'm going to hold on to that for now.
Okay.
So I am going to activate...
There's no specific time to use a card, right? Like they all have different timings depending on what their effect is.
Yeah, they'll
believe they
say,
do.
use this card at the start of this phase or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like when you choose something, you reveal it once you choose it.
Yeah. I'm going to activate this. He is getting an engage order.
You don't say.
No. Yeah. No, I thought I'd have a little fun. Let's move out there. He's going to charge this guy, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was 2. This is a bunch, and that is a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Sword.
Yeah, it's fighting time.
We can win this one.
Yeah. So where's my butcher card? The butcher, the double-handed chain. It's double-handed chain axe. It's a double-handed chain sword in this occasion.
It's an axe if you commit.
5 attacks, 4 up, a 5/7, and it has brutal.
May your chainsword chip and shatter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, I am -1 to hit because I moved.
Okay.
Yes.
I hit on force then. I have 2 hits, 1 crit.
I have 3 crits
What?
and 2 misses. Yes, I have 3 crits.
Ow.
All right. Is there any re-rolling or other effects that are happening before?
I'm not going to re-roll anything.
I don't think there's much point in me re-rolling anything. Okay.
Okay.
So resolve first.
All right. You got, what did you get? A crit?
2 crit, or a crit and 2 hits.
A crit and 2 hits. And how many hit points do you have?
8.
8.
What's the damage profile on this?
5/7, annoyingly.
I mean, it's still pretty good.
Yeah. I'm sure the Eldar is very sympathetic to your
Yeah.
alliance.
I'm going to use a Zeal card. Double block. Fight. Use this Zeal card when a friendly operative is fighting or retaliating when you block with a success. You can be allocated to block 1 as normal or 2 unresolved successes. You cannot use this card if your opponent has no dice that can be blocked.
Okay.
Thanks. So I'm going to use 1. I'm going to block your crit and your normal.
Now, when it
Or
says,
you can block 2 normals.
Okay.
when
So
when it says you block 1 success, does that mean a crit or a regular one?
It just says
block
it
two
block. Just says block 1 as normal, or 2 unresolved successes. Block 1 unresolved success or 2 unresolved successes.
okay, because
Yes.
crits.
Are crits different than successes, or are they just a subset of successes?
I don't know.
I would say they're a subset of successives, but
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
I'll resolve my hit as a hit.
Okay.
It is a power weapon, so it is a 4/6.
Yeah.
So it deals 4.
Yep.
So I go down to 10. I don't have any d20s. I'll have to figure that out.
Max, could you actually do us a huge solid and get a bunch of d20s
Absolutely.
Thank you.
from the pillar of 20s?
Cool.
Will do.
I'm going to do 2 crits to him.
Okay.
He is now a fine mist.
Yeah.
Great. And now,
Probably a pretty chunky mist, actually, with the chainsword.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now, can I dash after taking a charge?
No.
No.
You cannot dash and charge in the same activation.
No. And I can't shoot and fight in the same turn. So I guess I'm just going to have to stay
You
put.
totally can.
Astartes, they can perform either 2 shoot or 2 fight actions.
Yeah, but those are different actions. You can shoot and fight
I
in
can.
the same turn.
Can I see anybody else?
It'd be dicey.
How do you feel about me seeing that guy right there?
I think it would be obscured for drawing line of sight through here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can take a shot if you like.
I mean, I may as well. I mean, I can't move him anymore, so
You said he had 10 left?
10 left. Thank you. So bolt pistol is 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, 3-4.
I'm also going to sneak this up here.
So that is 2 crits.
What?
And wait, hold on. It's 2 crits and a success, but because they're obscured.
You,
Right.
you can't crit and
I
you
can't
remove
crit.
a success.
Okay, so I get 2 successes.
Okay, I have 3 4-up saves to make. I make 2.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yep. So we're good.
Okay.
That's that guy turn.
What are we gonna do here? Dangerous.
Yeah, it says Dax Strife says Mountain Dew Chunky Mist. Never really took off as a flavor.
I don't like the mouthfeel on that one.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think bubble tea is the only thing that gets that particular combination.
Chunky mist.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
the
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look up that bit about successes while Cameron is thinking.
Clerk
Yeah.
indeed.
I am going to shoot the butcher with the Kernathi Raider, or the Kernite Hunter, excuse me.
That guy.
Yeah, shuriken pistol him right in the face. This is a 3-up, 3-4 rending attack. So hits on a 4, crits on a 6, but is rending.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Do I want to use one of my ploys here?
Is everyone looking at the rulebook, the equivalent of everyone shuffling in Canlander? Yes.
I am going to use Contemptuous Adventurer as a
Okay.
firefight ploy. Use this firefight ploy when you activate your first Corsair operative during the turning point. If it is more than 5 inches from other friendly operatives. It is. The first time that operative performs either a shoot or fight action during that activation, its weapons have the Relentless rule. Note this ploy cannot come into effect more than once per activation.
Okay.
So, I can reroll any or all attack dice. 4 shots, 4 up, 3-4, rending.
All right. Let's go.
I'm going to reroll these two.
Seem like good ones to reroll.
Yep.
3 hits.
Okay.
That was underwhelming.
What does rending do again?
Nothing in this case.
All right.
It was if I got a single crit, I could turn a hit into another crit.
Fair enough. So I need 3 ups. So that's. I have 4 CP. I'm going to spend a CP on a reroll.
Okay.
Nope. All right. So that's 1 save.
Okay. 6 damage goes through.
All right. I go to 4. And is wounded.
Yes.
Then I'm going to engage.
You going to charge?
Yep.
All right. We're kissing.
Can love bloom on the battlefield?
One can hope.
Yeah.
Something's going to bloom here.
Or actually, do I want to do that? Seems pre-measuring. Can you get into combat with him there?
It'd be very tricky to get around that piece of terrain from there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we're good there.
Okay. Also, for the record, I looked it up. The rules for successes, it says for both roll attack for shooting and fighting, each result that equals or beats the weapon's hit stat is a success and is retained. Each result of 6 is always a critical success.
Okay, so
each other
crits
success
are a
is
subset
normal
of
success.
successes.
Yes, just,
Okay.
yeah. I'll get that back to you.
Good to know.
There we go. Also, I need to create a discard pile. This is my discard pile for my Zeal cards.
That's your that card pile.
Great.
Right, and you have to keep them separate.
Okay, my
Your
activation.
activation.
My activation.
Oh, you don't actually attack with that charge. That was just a
Yep.
getting into combat to prevent somebody shooting him.
Yep.
Yep.
Time-honored tactic. The taking cover on your enemy's body.
Yep. We won't last long against that rending, or against that legionnaire.
Yeah. Guy is big spooky.
While dashing in, he probably dashed through a cloud of his buddy.
Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's kind of hilarious, really. Remember, these are Eldar pirates.
Yeah.
There and he's 9, 10. I can do that. I have the room for doing that. That does actually. Is that a good idea? It feels like a bad idea.
Are there any doors in there?
There's a door on this side.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
I made a point of painting all the doors green.
Yeah.
Because it annoys me when people just do, oh, it's all just brown. And it's just like, I can't see where that door is, thanks.
Yep.
Man, there's all of these guys back over here.
But they're very small.
But they're very small.
So cute.
And these guys up over
Oh,
here.
there's more guys up there? Neat.
Yeah. This is all sorts of problems for me. I don't appreciate it. And they're sneaky, stupid elves.
Wow.
Stupid, sneaky elves.
Rude.
Rude. Yeah, I think I am going to. How how far can this guy get? So this is 3 to get over to the wall there. I would say 2 to get up. 2 to get over, drop down. So 3, 7 to get in there. And then I could just then activate, dash over here and activate this. Make it a problem. Do you have anything that has blast or that has blast?
Yeah, the warp lightning.
Great. Good to know.
Lightning strike, psychic 2, devastating 2. Or 2 inches, devastating 2.
2
So
inches
it's-
devastate. It gets the
so
plus.
it gets the lethal 5.
Yeah.
Cool. There's so many options, and
Now, the way the markers work in this particular scenario is you touch it, and that activates it to start broadcasting or whatever.
yeah.
But then somebody else in the same turning point, somebody can steal it.
Yeah.
And get. Do you get the VP just for activating it, or do you need to be holding it at the end of the? It's whoever holds it at the end of the round is the one who actually gets it.
Correct.
Okay.
In which case, I think I'm going to be smart about this. I am going to activate this guy here. I'm going to leave him on a conceal order. He is going to just tuck up a little bit over here, so he's nice and close to the lady.
Okay.
And I'm going to use, so that's a movement there. Call it a dash. I'm going to use 1 AP to activate this, so it is now transmitting.
Okay.
And I have 1 AP left. So I'm going to look at the statue's butt and defile it. Yeah, I'm going to take a zeal card.
Okay.
And as a note, I don't know if because I don't know if this is a change with the icon bearer because of the other thing that changed, but for purposes of contesting as something, they count as 1 extra APL.
That is still the case. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So they are 4 APL for that.
Okay. Yeah, the icon bearers?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to activate the heavy gunner and shoot the warrior.
All right then.
Let's see if we can do this a bit better this time.
All right.
As we all know, control is determined by how physically large somebody is.
And
Yeah,
how
basically.
big how big the flag on their back is.
Yeah, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like puffing yourself up in front of a predator.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. He has yet to move.
It's true. So,
So,
you don't
3
get
ups.
much. Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Wow.
Wow. Rude.
You said 3 ups, right?
Yeah.
So you got 1 success.
Okay.
Any of your cards help?
No. No, they don't. My cards are very let's say their effect is nuanced.
What's the damage profile on that one again? 6?
6/3 devastating 3, devastating 4, devastating 4.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a lot.
I get 3 defenses.
I'm just like, do I want to use a CP? You've got it's piercing 2, so you can just like, as it is, you can retain this. You have 1 save.
Yeah. I can just retain it.
Yeah. I've got to put some damage on that thing.
Okay.
Hit.
Hit.
Okay,
Okay.
so 2 hits.
2 hits. It's piercing 2, so I can retain
1.
1 anyways. So I guess I'll do that, and I'll take 6.
Yeah.
Down to 8.
Yes. Thank you.
That takes me to
Not wounded yet.
1 command point.
All right.
Then he's going to drop a smoke.
Going up for a smoke, boss.
Yep.
We got him.
Cool. In that case, this guy is expended. I should keep track of that. I'm going to make sure that guy doesn't continue to get shot because I forgot about that. So I'm going to activate him. I'm going to leave him on a conceal order for the time being.
Okay.
And he is going to move just up in here.
Okay.
And is there anything else that he can do? I can have him change his mark, but I will not.
Committing to the bit?
Committing to the bit. I love playing this suboptimally. Yeah, I think that's all that he is going to do, unless there's... Wait, hold on a second.
Holding.
Select one.
Holding.
No, visible. Never mind.
Okay.
I need to remember to use that. I have a firefight ploy I always forget.
Yep.
Okay. So. Yeah, we'll charge with the Kurnathi.
Yes. Now, an important thing. For the Butcher, because of his ability, Devastating Onslaught, whenever this operative is fighting or retaliating, enemy operatives cannot assist.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fight me one-on-one, you coward.
Okay. Huh.
This just makes it easier to hit, if I remember correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That. Okay. I guess I hit on 4s.
All right. I also hit on 4s, so...
Nothing.
Oh, I got 3 successes.
All I needed was 1 hit. I have to reroll.
Okay.
I have to reroll.
Okay.
I miss.
All right, then.
All I needed was 1 4 on 5 dice.
Yikes.
Yo,
Go.
All right.
run into battle and trip at the last moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oofa doofa.
Yeah. I kind of wish I hadn't moved the hunter into combat.
Yeah.
Maybe he just sort of just kept running.
Maybe.
That's what it's like, you know what, I'm going.
Okay, so I've got 3 guys left to activate, just sort of over here. I think I'm going to keep this guy up here for a little while. I do technically control that over there, but I can't activate anything. Transmitting there. We've got the 2 in here, but you have a lot of dudes that can shoot the first thing that walks in there, and I don't much care for it. So what I think I'm going to do is try to reposition my Chosen a little bit. So he is going to go 1, 1, drop, so that's 2 inches to jump over this thing. Whoop. And it's got another 5 to go. Yep. So he's going to pop over here. He's going to stay on concealed, so he can stay in cover. And is that the best? Yeah, because I can't get around. I can't shoot that guy anyways, so yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. No, never mind. Thank you.
I like being helpful. It's nice. So you've got 2 guys left to activate on your side, Erica?
Yeah, I got my gunner and my heavy gunner.
Yeah.
Heavy gunner behind the barred window is a heck of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it.
That's what they're for. The barred windows, notably different from the cleric windows.
It's true. Yeah. More charisma based.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate the Wayseeker.
Okay.
I am going to give 1 additional APL to the Shade Runner. And I am going to...
Oh wait, hold on a second. I've killed 2 of your guys, right?
Yep.
So before you activate that, I would go up on the kill op. I forget
Okay.
you score that when that happens. Because
Okay.
that's the first level is 2. So I've scored 1 hit point for that.
Okay.
Or 1 VP for that. Because I scored a VP, you get to draw a card.
Okay.
I have to refill this. There you go.
Let's try this one.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so we do the same thing. We will use +1 APL on the Shade Weaver,
Okay.
and then yeah, pass.
Okay. +1 APL on the Shade Weaver and
Or the
Okay.
Shade Runner.
Shade Runner. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Shady Shadow Bobato.
Shady Shadow. If I bring this guy over here, your Shade Runner can sort of teleport wherever she wants, right?
Yeah, and she
Pretty
also
much.
has a slicing attack, where when she moves, she can do damage.
Interesting.
1d3 + 2.
Yikes!
Nice.
I love when things in MOBAs have that blink ability. So that's a problem. That's a problem for old Erica.
I'm just imagining a kill team scenario where you have to go back to a shop that's in your deployment area.
You can buy equipment with VPs or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I need to make a game action. I need to do something.
Haven't they actually made like a League of Legends board game?
Oh, probably.
There's been a couple of different MOBA-like board games out there for sure.
Yeah.
And I think there's been like 1 or 2 League tie-in games, but I don't know if they're MOBA mechanically.
I'm going to switch this guy back to a conceal order.
Okay.
He is going to move. What is the drop on this? This is a drop of 3 inches. So that's 1 over, 2 down. Or sorry, 1 over, 1 down. So he's moved 2. And this is 3 to get over to the door. So he's moved 5. 1 to get through the door. 6. Got 1 more inch of movement. 1. And then can dash.
All right.
Dash. There we go. And is concealed because he can't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to pre-measure something.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah, Guardians of Atlantis is a MOBA game, and Mechs vs. Minion is a League game that is not a MOBA. Part of the larger League expanded universe of cinematic storytelling.
Yeah, the Riot's attempt to basically produce a game in every single genre.
Yeah.
I
All right.
mean,
I'm going to move
can't say it's not working for him.
and dash to here.
Hello! Hi.
Using my 7-inch move, 3-inch dash,
Okay.
minus 1 inch for moving through the door.
Okay.
That puts me within range of using my Fusion Pistol.
Oh, fusion.
I'm going to use my Starstorm Pistol Barrage.
All right, then.
Okay, so this means I can fire both pistols.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
dueling deagles. Got it.
Okay, so has the Icon Bearer moved?
Yes, the icon bearer
Okay.
moved a tiny amount.
Okay, so however, you are on the objective,
I am on the objective.
so that means due to piratical profiteers, I can reroll 1 attack die.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot with my Shuriken pistol first.
So piratical profiteers is active for the entire round,
Yes.
and just you can't use it for the next round, right? Or it's just any round?
It is a strategy ploy.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep. Carry on.
So yeah, it gives my weapons balanced when you're on an objective.
Okay.
So first off, the Shuriken pistol. Balanced. Due to rending, that is now 2 crits.
Two
bad.
crits. All right.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Erica, could you just move your rolling thing just down a little bit, just so it's a little, yeah, there you go, thanks.
I got.
And they're both crits.
They're both crits. Shooting is the one where you can only block crits with crits.
Correct.
Yes.
Great.
I believe so. Let me find out.
What's the profile on the fusion pistol? Just out of curiosity.
The fusion pistol is 5-3, devastating 3, piercing 2.
5-3, devastating 3, piercing 2. Okay. I might as well use this now.
Oh, for shooting, 2 normal successes can block a critical.
Oh, excellent. Even better. I'm going to use reroll defense dice. Use this deal card when an enemy operative is shooting a friendly operative. After rolling your defense dice, reroll any of your defense dice. You cannot use this card if you cannot reroll any defense dice.
Okay.
That's 2 more regulars.
Okay.
So that still only can block 1 of the crits.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So 1 of them goes through,
Yes.
and I take 4.
Yes.
Die me, please. Thank you. So he's at 10.
Now the fusion pistol. Once again, hitting on 4s, but with balanced.
Oh, there we go.
Rerolling. No crits, though. 3 regulars.
3 regulars.
Piercing 2.
2.
Oh, ouch.
So I get 1 save.
Yep.
That is a regular save.
Okay. 10 damage.
He's dead.
Okay.
Ow.
Kaboom.
Wait, does the fusion pistol do less damage on a crit?
No, it, well, technically, but it does devastating 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it skips the you get to save part.
Yeah.
Right.
So, because you killed the guy, you get a victory point for the kill op.
Okay.
And because you get a victory point, I get a card. And
Okay.
I'm going to take this card. Okay. Cool. My turn?
Yes.
All right. Pick that up off the floor. Where does he need to get to see that guy? Basically just back to here, which is going to leave him fairly out in the open. Can I get over here? That's an interesting question. +3, +1. I could get him into there. I'm dropping stuff. I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to give him an activation, or an engage order. Activate him. He is going to move 6, and a 1, and then a dash to get into this cover here. And he is going to plasma that man.
Okay. What profile will you be using?
Why am I looking and not immediately saying supercharged? It's supercharged.
Okay, that's piercing 1, lethal 5.
Piercing.
Piercing 1, lethal
Oh, yeah,
5.
piercing 1.
Yep.
I am going to use ignore weapon rule. Use the zeal card when a friendly operative is selected to shoot against or fight against, and your opponent has selected their operative's weapon to use.
All right.
Select one of that weapon's weapon rules, excluding range. That weapon loses that weapon rule until the end of that sequence. You
Oh,
cannot
fantastic. You're picking hot, right?
I am going to ignore, I think, lethal.
Lethal 5 up? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it still has the piercing 1, and it's 4 damage, 3 up, 5, 6. It gets extra damage anyways, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. You can just take out one of the modifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm disappointed he didn't pick hot. All right. Well, that is a crit and 3 successes.
Okay.
Downgrading 2 crits to 2 normals. Pretty good use of that card.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I can even save this, though.
Yeah, because you get 2 saves.
Yeah, I get 2 saves.
You're going to take 10 damage.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And I need to roll for hot, which is 1 die, trying to get above.
Is that how that works now? Did they change how hot works?
I roll a die,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get below my weapon skill. And I take twice as much damage as what I roll.
Yes.
I got a 3. I'm good.
Okay.
Below your weapon skill?
Yes.
If you roll a 1 or a 2,
Okay.
then you take damage off of it.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's a 3 up. You roll
Oh,
a 1,
okay.
you
So
take-
you're trying to roll your weapon skill.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're trying to get her to roll over weapon skills.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That is my turn.
Okay.
I forgot they had changed it to that. I might actually use the supercharge on my plasma caliber at some point ever.
Sorry.
Okay.
Max, your mic seems to be turned off. Did it?
Oh, I think the battery died.
Oh, did it?
I think I might have just grabbed the wrong batteries. I'll be right back.
I am going to move over here. I'm basically going to do some shenanigans.
Okay.
Where I move from there and move back
Okay.
in order to do a slicing attack on your butcher.
Sounds good.
So, I do 1 die 3 plus 2 damage.
1 die 3 plus 2. Okay.
That's just straight no save.
Straight no save.
All right.
One,
All right. I got a 1.
and then I dash.
All right. I have activated everything, so
Okay.
I don't think there's any counter actions I can take at the moment. Who do you have left to activate?
I've got my Fell Arc and my Wayseeker.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything at the. Well, that's not true. I could fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I may as well fight because I don't think he's long for this world. So yeah, I'm gonna have the butcher fight the
Okay.
Birdman.
Hold on. Let me just check his rules. He's got. Okay. Before you do that,
Okay.
the Kernite Hunter has a rule called Foul Choose Bond. The first time during each turning point that this operative is retaliating, if it has not used its Foul Chew ranged weapon during this turning point, in the resolve attack dice step of that sequence, you resolve the first attack dice.
Ah, I see.
So
you
if I get any hits here,
you get to resolve first.
yes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I like Erica's odds.
Yeah, I mean, it would not be the first time this turn that I've rolled no damage.
It's true.
It would not even. I don't think it would even be the second time this turn I've rolled no damage.
But it is. Because otherwise he's staying there, in which case you're not controlling the objective, he's still on the board, he's still tying your guy up. Good to know. I'm not going to fight him. I've changed my mind.
Okay.
I'm exercising a rare moment of restraint.
From Slanesh?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
Okay. Sorry, just checking something.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Suffix.
Yes. Or chaos, and what is more chaotic than sometimes just not doing things?
Just not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were chaotic all the time, that would be predictable.
Sometimes the chaotic choice is to stay in bed all day. That's also a form of excess, right? Just sleeping forever?
Yeah,
I guess, yeah.
yeah. As long as you go hard,
Yeah.
no breaks.
Sloth is one of the sins. That's cool.
It's
yeah.
true, yeah. Yeah.
I also like that the Emperor's Children have a very kind of like. Space Marines are child super soldiers.
Yes.
Right? And they kind of have that understanding of what excess is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I was recruited at 6 years old. And in order to be the most excessive I possibly can, I am staying up until 10 o'clock tonight.
I'm gonna sit really close to the TV to watch cartoons.
I'm just gonna eat this whole box of Fruit Loops.
I'm gonna watch 2 episodes at once.
Turn up the TV real loud.
Yeah. Ice cream for dinner.
Okay. Brain, what are we even doing here?
Your brain just tells you that?
Sometimes? Could get around the corner and take a shot at that wounded Marine.
Yeah.
Or I could move thusly
Uh-huh.
and dash thusly.
Okay. Cool. Staying concealed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Move, dash, and then because... Yeah, okay, dash is free. So I'm going to stand around outside the thing and go, you have to swear about it.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to, what is it, blaspheme?
Blaspheme. Praise or
Hostie de
blaspheme?
tabernacle de calice.
Blaspheme.
Just looking at everyone else,
Yeah.
being like, does anyone else know any human swear words?
Is that your
and draw
seal
a card.
card over there?
That is my expended zeal card.
Okay, turn it face up,
Okay.
because they're open information.
Right.
Yeah,
Where are your expended cards?
right here.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, let's take another zeal card.
Okay.
So
You have-
that's discard and draw. Is that what,
You have to.
what the blasphemy is?
You have
Yeah,
to
what does
shuffle.
blaspheme do?
You have to shuffle either one card from your hand or 2 cards from your discard into the deck.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle this card
Okay.
into the deck.
Okay.
And then I get to draw one
Yep. From either deck.
from either deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know the blue ones are zeal. What are the red ones?
Blood.
Blood.
Blood and zeal.
Classic combo.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 humors.
Someone posted that influencers use cortisol, dopamine, oxytocin, and what's the other big neurotransmitter? Serotonin.
Yeah.
As the four humors, basically. Let's go with Zeal again.
All right.
Huh. I would like to play Zeal, reveal opponent's cards.
Ooh.
Use this Zeal card during a operative, friendly, or enemy's activation or counteraction before or after it performs an action. Your opponent must reveal all the cards in their hand. You cannot use this card if your opponent has no cards in their hand.
All right then.
Look at Games Workshop using the non-gendered there.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So I have double fight and shoot. Use this blood card during a friendly operative's activation. As it performs a fight or shoot action, it immediately performs the same action again. This takes precedent over action restrictions. If the operative has the Astartes faction rule, the second action is free.
Okay.
So I can shoot and fight 3 times.
Amazing.
Free starting action. Use this blood card at the start of the firefight phase. One friendly operative immediately performs 1 free action, but it cannot move more than 2 inches. You can change this order to do so. And prevent mission action. Use this blood card when an enemy operative performs a mission action at an objective marker friendly operatives contest. They must spend 1 additional AP to perform that action. If they don't, their spent AP isn't refunded. Until the start of the next turning point, while friendly operatives contest that marker, your opponent must spend 1 additional AP for enemy operatives to perform mission actions at that objective marker. This isn't cumulative with any other rules that require your opponent to spend additional AP to perform mission actions.
Okay.
Basically going, so you're like, I want to do a mission action. You're like, nah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Also, I
Okay.
don't think you can perform this mission action. Well, not within control range. Okay,
Yeah.
but you can still do it as long as we're standing there and not touching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a very, very specific set of circumstances.
it's true. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess not all of the cards work
and the
with
Zeal one is just what's in my hand, right? Sorry, Paul,
Yep.
I cut you off.
I just say not. I guess not all of the cards work perfectly with all of the situations. But
No.
it's fine.
Man, the one that lets you, this specifically says, if you can already do this, do it again, is like, man, yeah, glad Marine's got a buff.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it's if you're Astartes, instead of doing it again, you just get it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you still only get 2 shots, but you get 1 for free.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't give you 3 shots in 1 turn. I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fine.
Everything
this
is
normal.
fine.
You know, I'm beginning to have my doubts about that dog. I don't think he's telling the truth. I don't think everything is fine.
I think he might be in denial.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, let's see, climb, fall down. So that's 3 inches, right?
It's 1 to get up, 1 to move over,
Okay.
and then you ignore 2 inches of falling.
Okay. Yeah, so 2.
Yeah, so it'd be 4.
How high is it?
4. Oh, okay. 4?
So you would take 1 inch to get up over the little lip
Okay.
wall cover, 1 inch to move out, and then it would be 2 inches to drop.
Right.
Yes.
It would be 4 normally, but you're dropping, which removes 2 of the dropping
Yeah.
inches.
Correct.
So that's our move. Stay there, please.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
We should really look into something to secure terrain.
With the runes, I have a 9-inch range on
Okay.
his psychic abilities.
All right, then.
So what I'm actually going to do, 4, 3, move them there.
Okay.
I'm going to use Warding Shield on the Shade Runner,
Okay.
and then dash back here.
What does Warding Shield do?
It is until the start of their next activation. You can discard the first damage die.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah,
All right. That's your last one?
that's my last one.
All right, then.
Okay, turning point 3.
Well, let's finish up this turning point for turning point 2. This flips back over because it is no longer transmitting. Nobody scores any points for it. I think that was the only one that was activated.
Yeah,
No one's gone near the middle, and this is just a big pile of bodies.
yeah.
Correct.
Some alive, some dead.
Yes. Cool. Now we go on to turning point 3.
Yes.
Wait, so was there any victory points scored there?
No victory,
No
points,
victory points scored.
All right.
Yeah.
A bit surprising.
Low
for
scoring
turning
and ties.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we roll off for initiative.
We do. Come on, baby, once.
I got a 5.
I also got a 5, so
Means it's-
I get it this time.
Okay.
So
Your
you-
choice, technically. But
Yes.
I would like to take it this time.
All right.
I will take 1 command point. You get 2.
Yep.
And then we each draw a card.
Yeah, you
Yep.
each get a
We each
card.
draw a card.
Okay. I'm going to draw this one.
All right. I'm going to draw this one.
Oh, because Cameron has a guy right beside the,
Oh yeah, you can. You can peek.
I can peek.
Yes.
so you can take that card that you're currently holding back, or you can choose to get another one instead, but you can't.
Here, we'll put that back on top.
I like this one.
You
All
have
right,
to-
cool.
You have
Yeah.
to commit to the second one, though.
Yes.
I'll take this.
you've got to find a way to set up the Monty Hall problem with these cards.
Okay. I will. Okay. Ploys.
Yes. Man, mobile engagement has not been great.
We're a little tight on CP right now, too.
Yeah. Pass.
Okay. I'm going to spend a CP on Quicksilver Speed.
Okay.
So everybody gets their -1 to hit when they've moved.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to use Outcasts.
Okay.
Whenever a friendly Corsair Voidsguard operative is more than 5 inches from another friendly operative, its weapons have the punishing weapon rule. So,
Interesting.
yeah, if you retain any critical successes, you can retain one of your fails as a normal success instead of discarding it.
Yeah.
Okay. I am also going to use Implacable for a CP. You can ignore any changes to the stats of friendly legionary operatives from being injured.
Okay.
And that was a CP for that?
Yes,
Yes.
so I've used 2 CPs. Okay. Do you have anything else?
Pass.
Pass. I'm also going to use Chaos Talismans.
Okay.
Yep. Choosing Mark of Slanesh.
Okay.
And that one's not a CP, right?
That one
I should
is.
have used my Mist Field. I forgot about my Mist Field. No, that one really saved. Yeah.
And now I can choose to do a. I have my blood card that we know about, so I can just talk about it.
Blood.
Blood. I can't move more than 2 inches anyways.
Right, you get a free.
I get a free action.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do, I am going to use it. I'm going to use my blood card. My free starting action, I'm going to use it on the butcher. I'm going to have him fall back.
Okay.
Is it a single AP action or two?
It just
Does it have an
says
AP
perform one free action, but
Okay.
you cannot move more than 2 inches.
All right.
So he is just going to get this out of the way for a second. Just fall back to there.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is that.
Okay.
All right.
I believe that concludes the strategy phase.
Yeah, it does. So we are on to death phase.
Fight, fight, fight.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's
I don't know if that was a great move or not, but
Well, it was only 2 inches, so it can't be a great move.
it
Might have been an okay play, though.
yeah, we shall see. Oh, I see. It's got the little warp spider thing on her back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay, so we're going to move, displace, do a slicing attack on the butcher,
Zip. Okay.
doing 4 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
You had 1 hit point left?
1 hit point left. I don't think there was much I could do to have saved him.
From there, we are going to throw knives.
Okay. Before that, though, because you killed a guy, you
increments.
do get a victory point there,
Okay,
and I get to draw and card.
okay.
I think I'm going to draw a blood card. Why not? Okay. Blood.
She is going to use her throwing knives,
Uh-huh.
which are range 6-inch silent.
Neat.
They seem to be little, like, curved daggers. We all know in our hearts they're shuriken
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
from the mall.
Yeah.
Do you think they are rainbow finish or matte black?
Whichever one the people with the shuriken pistols don't have.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Sort of like the blued steel.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. They are 2-4.
All
They're
right.
just silent.
All right.
Yep, silent 2-4 is pretty good.
Yep.
Your leader has not moved, so these hit on 3s.
Yep.
Good hits.
4 hits.
Okay. 4 hits. I'm not in cover, so I just get to roll all of these. That is. How many CP do I have? 3. It's 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, so I get a crit and a regular.
Okay.
So I'll take 4 damage.
Okay.
Oink, and I go to 10.
She will then use
Occurs to me I should put these on your side
her
of the
free
table.
dash.
Oh, thank you.
You're more likely to be using them
Yes.
with your meaty, chunky boys.
To put her on the objective.
Okay.
And then she will use free action. Use the seal card during a friendly operative's activation before or after it performs an action. It immediately performs a 1 AP action for free.
Sick.
So she will tap the objective.
Awesome. Beep boop. Neat.
All right. Your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, shuriken pistols now banned in the UK. Because apparently we've just entered the Meiji Restoration.
So that would be 5, 2 to get up, 2 to get over, which would be 9. And I could drop down right next to her. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gonna activate this guy and give him an engage order,
Okay.
and he's gonna charge.
Okay.
So, yep, 5 to get him to here, and then 2 to get up, 2 to get over, and drop down next to her.
Okay.
Oops. Bump, 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 bump. Everything's the worst. There we go. All right. Regular warrior.
Okay.
Chainsword, 5 attacks, 3 up, 4 5.
Okay. Hekatari Blades, Ceaseless, Lethal 5+, 3+, 3, 5. So
Alright.
hitting on 4s.
Well, that's not.
I get 2 crits.
And ceaseless means you can pick a die to, or pick
yeah.
a number to re-roll.
I will re-roll all my results of 3. Another crit.
Another crit. What do I want to do here?
Okay, 3 crits.
Yeah.
That feels pretty good.
That feels pretty good.
And over there you've got 3 regulars.
3 regulars.
Regular
I
guy,
think
regular
I'm
hit.
going to spend a CP to re-roll 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another regular.
Regular guy, regular hits.
Regular guy, regular hits. All right. So this is a 4/5.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to deal 5 damage to you.
4, 5?
Yeah?
Was that a crit?
Oh, sorry, 4 damage to you. My
Yeah.
apologies. Sorry.
I will simply choose to do more damage.
I was just like, I choose to cheat. Table friend?
Yeah, I will use one of my crits to do 5 damage to you because I can't parry you out, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So I'm going to go down to 3.
Yep.
And so you have,
I have 4 left. Like, you need 2 hits to go through.
I do need 2 hits to go. Wait, you have 4 hit points left?
Yeah.
Can I just kill you?
Yeah.
I do 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll just
Yeah,
kill
there
you.
was no way.
Sorry, I thought they were 9 for some reason.
No.
Okay.
And that operative is now injured as well of note.
It is injured, although I am ignoring that for this turn,
Aha.
for purposes of that. Is there anybody else he can see? He can see this guy over here.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm going to take some bolt pistol shots at him.
I think that's probably cover, but yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he's engaged, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That is 4 regulars and a crit.
Sure.
4 regulars?
Or sorry, 3 regulars and a crit. Man.
I'll retain 1 as a save.
All right.
1 crit and 1 save. So I'll remove the crit and 2 regulars.
2 regulars? Okay. So you take a regular, which is 3 damage.
Okay. I go to 5.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I was just got to double check I was still in range. Cool. Goes to 5. Great. That is my turn.
Okay. In that case, yeah, well,
Do I get a... I've killed 4 things, so I get a victory point for that before you leave.
okay. I
You
will
can draw a card.
draw blood.
All right.
Interesting.
Quick trip to the doctor.
Um,
Some blood.
All right, I will put my leader on engage. Let's see, 8 inches. would be, I would need to get him there.
Can you get around that side?
No, I can't. We agreed beforehand that one could not.
Can only go behind the giant woman. Got it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do is
Gotta respect her feet.
dash.
You can't chance that maybe you will be struck by her gaze.
And then we are going to move just inside the door here.
All right then. Okay. I see how it's going to be.
Can you? I don't know if you can see through that wall, but
He's
we'll joke about
This
the
guy
fact
can.
that- Yeah. He sees how it's going to be.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
he's hiding from my satellite view.
Oh, I could have knocked one of the dice off. The melee attack with warding shield. That would have let me get another damage through. Oh well, okay. I will shoot at your warrior
All right.
with my Neuro Disruptor. Hitting on 4s, 4-5, piercing 1, stun.
It's pretty good.
1 crit, 1 hit.
Okay. Piercing 1, you said?
Yeah, piercing 1.
All right. I got a crit and a regular.
Okay.
That's shooting.
Your turn.
Okay. So we have this guy over here, this guy, and this
Actually,
guy.
hold on.
Hold on. Holding on.
No, go.
Okay.
I just keep thinking about the don't do a mission action card as basically a counter spell. And
Yeah.
the idea of sitting down against in a kill team battle against somebody who just has a mitt full of counter spells.
Blue deck.
Yeah.
What faction is the blue deck of
Grey Knights.
Kill Team?
Yeah.
If they, it'd be Grey Knights.
Yeah, probably.
I guess Warp
I
Coven.
mean,
Yeah.
the control deck is the Inquisitorial one,
Ooh, yeah. I guess
right?
so.
Or the new one, the Preachers.
Yes, I've heard they're quite
they
good.
they can turn on, their entire thing is saying no to your abilities.
Interesting.
Apparently they have something like a 90% win rate right now.
That seems like a problem.
Ridiculous.
I mean, if they've only had 5 games, then
12 people have played them, so
statistics are still statistics.
man, the shooting operatives are not helping me very much this game. You've managed to I don't know how I'm going to deal with this guy over here with this heavy gunner. That's a pain in the butt. Well, I think the only thing to do right now is to activate my Chosen, and I'm going to give him an engage order. And I am then going to charge around here.
Okay.
That's definitely going to make it in.
Yeah, I think
I think we
we're
can
good on
agree
that
that
round.
that will make it in. With that, he's going to go there, there, and there. And we're going to fight about it.
Okay.
So I have, bring it up here, a Demon Blade. 5 attacks, 3 up, 4/7, lethal 5+.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Also, I can Soul Gorge.
God, in public?
What does that do?
After this operative fights or retaliates, if it isn't incapacitated, but it incapacitated an enemy operative or inflicted critical damage that sequence, it regains D3 plus 3 lost wounds.
Jesus. Okay.
I know I shouldn't, but
It's a cheat day.
the soul goes right to my thighs.
Okay, 1 crit, 2 hits.
I got 1 crit and 3 regulars. Now, you have your...
Felcher's bond. I will
bird
use my
ability.
crit to parry your crit.
'Kay.
No crit for you.
No crit for me. Okay. So
Oh, wait, did you say, is it lethal 5+?
It is lethal 5+. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I
3
got 3
crit.
crits.
Ugh.
Thanks, Cameron.
It's the rules.
It's the rules.
I'll do 5 damage, or 6 damage to you.
6 damage? Okay.
I'll resolve a crit.
Okay, I go to 4.
And then I die.
Yep, I'm going to crit you. All right, and I regain D3 plus 3 lost wounds.
Ow. Wait, no, the other thing.
So I get 4 back. So I go back up to 8.
Jesus.
Yeah, turns out combat monster.
So I've moved 1. I'm there. There's nobody else left for me to fight, so I'm going to do the mission action and start transmitting.
Okay. I'll activate the heavy gunner.
All right.
They'll shoot your chosen.
He's going to hit sometime.
1 die would be nice.
Yeah.
2 crits.
Oh, there we go.
So that's devastating 8.
Wow.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Whoop. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
That probably ticks you up on the
Kill
kill
thing?
thingy.
That's-
No. The kill
That's-
track
is
is 4.
four?
Is the
Okay.
next one.
Gotcha.
Did I go up when I killed that guy, though?
You've
From
killed
four-
5.
4 to
I have
5?
killed 5. Yes. So I get a VP. So I'm
Okay.
at 3 now.
I get to draw another card.
Yes.
Okay. Your turn.
My turn. So this guy is right inside the door. I think the move here is just jump over by 2 and basically just... So if I go 2 and then move up to here, I would be within an inch of that. I can't fire with that if I reposition, if I dash, only if I reposition. And I don't think I can get line of sight on either of these two with just doing that. Right, I can only move 5 here. No, I would have to move and dash to get within range of that anyways. So I can't shoot. But I can get within range of it. And I think that is a smart idea. You only have the 2 guys left?
Yep.
What are the odds those 2 guys can take him out? I'm just going to activate him. I'm going to give him an engage order because why not? Because he's going to be out in the open anyways. Maybe, will I get a counteraction? No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave him on conceal,
Okay.
just in case. Just in case. All right, so he's going to hop over, taking up 2, and then he is going to move 5 to get to there, and then dash the rest of it just to get on top of it. Thank you. And this guy has been activated.
So you just have
There we
the
go.
plasma gunner left on your side.
Just the plasma gunner. And that's me.
Okay. So 4 up and over, dash to 3 there. That would be a shuriken pistol shot. 8 inches. So let's do that.
All right.
Shuriken pistol shot.
Okay. And engaged.
And engaged.
Okay.
Uh, 3-4 rending, hitting on 4s. So 1 crit, 1 hit. That would be 2 rending or 2 crits.
Yeah, with rending.
Okay.
And then sorry, can you roll regular saves to save crits?
You can for shooting
You
specifically.
can roll up 2.
Yeah, two regulars can block a crit.
Okay, well, yeah.
Okay. What's the damage profile on that again?
This would be 4 damage each.
4 damage each. Okay. So that is a crit and a regular. Okay. That is not what I want. So I have 2 CP.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to use the CP to reroll. No, didn't help. All right,
Okay.
so I block one of them.
Take 4.
4? Okay.
And then I dash here.
I go to 10.
So meaty.
Very.
Very meaty.
Just the largest lads.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Well, I have this guy to activate
yes.
still.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Yes.
But what am I going to do with him? Actually, I might just do that.
What's that?
What's that?
Oh, killer space marine. What am I gonna do with you?
Yeah, I'm going to move and dash him over to this objective.
Okay.
Move him there and then dash up over here. And in fact, I'm going to switch him to a
Congeal order.
no. I'm gonna switch him to a conceal order just to protect him from that guy
Okay.
more than anything. And then I'm going to use my
Is
point.
this is not a counteract. This is just a regular.
This is just a regular action. Yeah. And then I'm going to activate that objective.
Okay. I'm going to move thusly.
Oh,
On
Sugar
engage.
Shot is in chat.
Yeah, Jilly's been here for a while. We're going to Force Lightning the Heavy Gunner.
All right.
Or Lightning Strike, excuse me.
yes.
So this is Psychic, 2-inch Devastating 2. There's nobody within 2 inches.
Yeah.
4/3 damage.
Okay.
Bugger.
Nothing. Nothing.
All right. That is.
That shouldn't happen this often. Yeah, then we'll dash back.
All right.
Go.
That's. I don't have anything left to activate.
Yeah.
Pick this up. All right. So, end of the turning point. We score victory points.
Yep, you
For our
score on
mission.
all 3 objectives.
I score on all 3 objectives, so I get 2. Or
Okay.
If friendly operative controls any transmitting objective markers, you score 1 VP. If the friendly operative controls more, you score 1 VP. I think that just reads as you score 1 if you control any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's let's roll it that way.
Okay.
So I'll get 2.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. We roll initiative for
Yep.
turning point 4. Actually, Paul, is it time to take a break?
Yeah, why don't we take a break and maybe we can check in with the other folks again as well.
Sure.
All right, sounds great.
Yeah.
Let me just check that 1 sec.
Painting Hyritex Circle right now.
They're a good team. They're a cool team.
Yeah. My next one, I want to try and get the Tempestus Aquilons built up. And I also have the Death Core and the Inquisitorial Agents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
I'm
teams.
working on Blades of Cain right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My current project is I want to finish up the Jade Obelisk Warcry team.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Because I want to have them also be able to double as a Cult of the Possessed for Mordheim.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Mordheim is so sweet.
It's so good.
Like the rules, I remember playing the rules, and it was like, you get one attack,
Yep.
it hits on a 4. So like nobody did anything. in that game. But it was cool.
The campaign
Like the
stuff
vibe
is really
was the vibe was immaculate.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in with what's going on over in the friend zone. Here we go.
Whenever, not once. So we just can't be crit, apparently.
Well, Funk, this has been a bloody turning point 2.
It has. It's not done yet.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of turning point 2.
Yes.
And some people have died. I have lost about 4 cultists, and you lost 2. Mm-hmm. But I've beat up a number of them, and I've got some mutants up on the board that are starting to kind of. My thing that this game has been, I've been getting Funk's specialists stuck in melee, which has been very frustrating.
Well, I mean, I also put them there stupidly, so.
So we're actually coming around here. We're literally about to resolve a roll here. One of my Nazgul is about to fight this guy with his sword and try and beat him up. But no victory points as of yet because we're still going through 2. But look, Ian's here.
Pay no attention to me. I'm refamiliarizing myself with some rules in a galaxy far, far away.
Ooh, so you got some X-wing stuff going on.
Playing with some X-Wing stuff right now, figuring out what works and how much time it takes to get through one of these rounds.
Ooh, how's it seeming?
Pretty good, actually. It's a lot quicker and a lot more intuitive than I thought it was.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's what's going on here in the friend area. I have no idea how it's going on in the other one. But
I haven't heard any shrieking, so
that's true. We haven't heard a Cameron shriek.
Yeah, the extremes. It's like more in the middle now.
All right. Well, we'll catch up with y'all later, and maybe I don't know. Maybe these next turning points will speed up. Horde team versus Horde team.
Yeah.
Enjoy commercials.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
We are moving on to turning point 4 here. I drew.
Remove the stepladder from the stage.
And chat, I did remember to draw my Blood and Zeal cards at the end. Yes.
Yes.
I did during the break for Erica's victory points.
Correct.
So looking here now, Erica's leading 5-2. Has 3 Marines left alive, and I have 4 elves.
Wow.
So we outnumber her.
Yeah.
You do.
I like those odds.
Yeah.
It's been a real nasty session here.
Yeah.
Let's roll off.
Okay, let's do it.
4.
4. You win the tie.
Have we tied all 3 of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. So
All right.
you get 1 command point. I get 2.
Okay.
Presuming you want the initiative.
I think I do.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I am going to spend 1 of my command points on Quicksilver Speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to use piratical profiteers whenever a friend. That's the near a mission objective.
Okay.
Yeah, to reroll 1 attack die.
All right.
Seems relevant.
Okay. I'm also going to use Chaos Talismans, picking Mark of Slanesh.
Okay.
It seems wrong that you can change your talismans halfway through the mission.
Well,
They have an ability where they can change marks halfway through the mission.
the team is really designed for you to have like a mix of them. So this ability is designed, it's like, I'm just going to pick the mark of corn this turn, or my mark of Nurgle. It's like, I just have all mark of Slanesh, so I just pick mark of Slanesh every turn.
Yeah.
Smooth brain play. Yep, so that's that.
Okay. Pass.
Pass, okay. I'm also going to do warded armor, and I am going to give this guy a 2-up save.
Okay.
And I have 1 CP left. I think I'm going to stay there.
Okay. Let's flip everyone over to ready.
And flip over the objective markers too.
Flippez-vous, as they say. And flip this.
Oh.
I got it.
That and the objective and this guy. All right. Okay, so let's see. My activation. Everybody is active.
On engage.
On engage. I have these two guys on conceal. I am going to start by activating this guy here that's in the house.
Okay.
I am going to use my blood card double fight and shoot.
Okay.
So I can shoot twice for using only 1 action. So I'm going to start by pistoling the guy that is in there.
I would like to use my once per game Fell Arc ability.
Okay.
1 step ahead,
All right.
which is the one that allows me to interrupt an action.
Okay.
Once per battle, after an enemy operative performs an action during its activation, if this operative is ready, you can use this rule. If you do, roll 1d6. If the result is higher than that enemy's APL stat, you can interrupt that activation and immediately perform either a free shoot or a free fight action.
Interesting.
So
All right.
once you resolve this
Okay.
on a 3-up,
Okay.
a 4-up, higher than the operative's APL stat.
Okay.
I get to interrupt you.
But I get the first attack action.
Yes.
Okay. So let's do that first.
Nope.
All right. So I get
The Smiths intensify.
so warrior, bolt pistol, 4 attacks, 3 up, 3, 4. So that is 2 hits.
2 hits.
2 regular hits.
3 saves at 4-up. Okay, I die.
All right then.
So 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because then you take 6, right? You've got 2 hits coming in
2 hits coming in?
2 hits coming in. Yeah, it's 6 damage.
total.
Do I have anything I can use here? That would be ploys. No. There is nothing I can use defensively here.
Okay.
I'm going to use 1 CP to reroll one of these.
Okay.
I save one of them.
All right.
So I take 3 damage.
Yep.
That's
I
correct.
go to 6 because my Fell Arc has 1 additional, has 9 wounds.
9 hit points. Maybe just set it on top. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
No, you get. No, you don't
No,
get
I
to
don't.
interrupt.
Failed the roll.
Failed the roll. So that is 2 crits and a regular.
Okay. 1 regular. He dies. No,
right.
wait. That's 8? Yeah.
8 damage. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Did he even do anything in this game?
He did see that coming, but it didn't help him.
Yep.
You ever just
Okay.
get a glimpse of your future and then go like, oh no, and do nothing about it?
So for the kill op, I
You
have
need
killed...
2. You need 1 more.
I need 1 more. Okay. Just gotta keep on top of that. That one's
Keep
takes some
forgetting
time
it
to get
exists.
used to.
Yeah.
I still have 2 AP to use. I can't shoot again. We agreed on that.
Yes.
So I'm going to activate the mission action and start transmitting there. And then I am going to, I think, dash just over here. So he's a little more concealed.
Okay.
There we go. Tuck my little man away in here where he'll be safe and sound and nothing bad will ever happen to him.
I'm sure that will be true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to heavy gunner the heavy gunner.
All right.
Gun off.
Going.
Has yet to move, so I hit on 3s.
All right.
Devastating 4.
It's a lot of devastation.
Okay. So I take 4.
Yeah.
Do you take regular damage along with that? Oh, I guess you have the
It's
opposite
devastating
save.
4. Let
Straight
me.
up the crit.
I can re-roll 1 attack die since you're sitting on the
Right.
Oh,
target.
yeah. Fantastic. So I'm still on 10. Taking at least 4 damage.
That's
One
a hit.
additional hit,
Okay.
but you save on 2s.
I do save on 2. So I go to 6, and I have a crit and a regular.
Yeah.
Is there
it's
any-
piercing 2.
Piercing 2. All right, then. Is there...
And what's the damage profile on it?
6. 6/3.
6/3. So
Okay,
I just
that's-
need a regular, one regular save. Saving on 2s. I have 1 CP. Okay.
For which you will still...
Well, rolling it. CP.
Okay.
That's a save.
Okay.
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 So you take 3 additional from the crit.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
holding.
Holding.
I forgot. I should have done this before. It doesn't even help. It doesn't even help.
Okay.
Wait. Use this blood card when a friendly operative is shooting or fighting.
Okay,
This is
sure.
the one I wanted. Yeah.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
roll attack dice step, retain one of your normal successes as a critical success instead.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's 2 crits. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
He is
okay.
extremely devastated.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Very dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got D'd.
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't have a lot of people left.
Okay.
You've still got 1...
I've got this guy over
Yep.
here.
And you've got 1 action left on the guy you're doing right now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he is shot. He's got heavy, he can't move and shoot. He can dash though.
Yeah.
Where to?
Which heavy rule variation is it?
It's dash only.
Okay.
Can I drop on a dash?
Let's find out. Actions, dash. Can't climb, but can drop and jump.
There you go.
Okay, I would like to drop.
I was gonna say, basically every action games with a dash action has allowed me to dash off the edge. So
Yeah. Okay. We'll dash down there.
okay, cool. So I have just the one guy left. He can see this guy back here.
Okay.
So what are my options? He is further than 8 inches away, so I can't shoot twice at him anyways. I can only shoot once. So I think what I should do is, first of all, I'm going to give him an engage order. Then I'm going to defile the statue by kissing her feet. And I am within this, so I can peek at one of the cards.
The statue goes, "Oh no!
I don't want that
I hate
one."
this. Oh, it's terrible. You're defiling me.
Oh,
This is bad. Oh no!"
better. Okay then. And then I am also going to do mission action and flip this over, so it is now transmitting. And then I'm going to attack. And
Okay.
I'm going to plasma him.
Okay.
do you have anything? You know what? Don't tell me, and I'm going to overcharge.
Okay.
So 4 attacks, lethal 5 up, piercing 1.
Okay.
So that is 2 crits and a regular, but I am going to use. Yeah, I might as well use this. I'm going to use reroll attack dice, so I can reroll any of your attack dice.
Okay.
That's another crit.
That's 3 crits and a regular.
Yep.
All right, I'm in cover.
Yep.
I think I've got to try to roll. I mean, I can save 1 and then try to roll a crit. Let's try to roll crits. 1 crit, 1 regular.
Okay.
So I save 1 crit and 1 regular, please.
All right then. So you take 2 crits and take 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to play 2 cards, please.
All right.
1. Action on incapacitation. Use this
right.
blood card when a friendly operative is incapacitated. Before that operative is removed from the kill zone, it can perform 1 free action, excluding fight, and you can change its order to do so.
Okay.
It's then incapacitated as normal.
All right.
I would like to use its action to... I would think that you would have interesting actions. You know what? I'm just using this to use it.
Okay.
So I'm going to heal the Wayseeker
Okay.
for 2 die 3. I believe it's 2 die 3. Why now? For 6 wounds.
All right.
Okay. Then I would like to use the Zeal card. Revive onto 1 wound. Use the Zeal card when a friendly operative would be incapacitated. If it's not incapacitated and has 1 wound remaining, it cannot be incapacitated for the remainder of the action. All remaining attack dice are discarded, including yours. Then this operative can perform a free dash or fallback action. For the latter, its move cannot be more than 3 inches.
Okay then.
And then we still need to resolve hot as well.
We do still need to resolve hot. Okay. That was
This gun is so hot.
interesting. All right. How hot is this gun? No, it's fine.
Okay.
And he is expended. All right then.
How good is the Wayseeker in combat? Their Witch Staff is 3/5.
Respectable.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually get, is that like 4 attacks, 3+
Yeah.
sort of stuff? Okay.
Yeah, and it's got shock.
That's enough to just like straight up murder one of my headmech guys by
Yeah.
pushing really hard.
I'm going to charge directly into combat here.
All right. Cool.
I need 1 hit.
Sure do.
Just 1. Oh, did I, having killed a...
You've killed 4 things now, so you get a
Okay.
VP.
Okay.
Yes. So I will draw a blood card.
Dangerous.
Okay.
Okay. Hitting on 4s because you moved. 1 hit.
Okay.
Just in case you have some kind of shenanigans, I would like to play the Zeal card. That is called Gain 1 CP.
Good. Good call.
Use the Zeal card at any time during the battle. You gain 1 CP.
Fantastic. Good
It is-
stuff. Good
it is
stuff.
very straightforwardly named. Then I would like to re-roll one of these dice. Actually, hold on.
you
I have a
also-
ploy.
Yeah, you're. They're on an objective.
Yeah. So I can re-roll 1 attack die anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I will re-roll 2 of these then. I'll re-roll this one. It is another 1. And then I re-roll this one into another hit.
Okay. So 2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
You gonna roll some dice?
I will. operative is shooting or fighting. Retaliating is not fighting. Okay.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah, they changed that.
Yeah. All right. So I get no piercing, right?
This is a melee attack.
Yeah, this is a
All right.
melee
This is a
attack.
melee attack. Never mind. Forgot how this game works. Slate. 5 attacks. That's a big old mess of hits.
Okay.
Five hits. You know
I-
what? Before, I'm going to, just to use the card, honestly, I am going to use or reuse ploy. And I'm going to use it. You must immediately either use a firefight ploy for 1 CP less, or use a firefight ploy for the second time in the turning point. I haven't used a reroll yet, so I'm going to reroll one of these.
Okay.
It's still a 3.
Okay.
I was mostly just doing that to use up the card.
Fair.
I do 3 damage to you.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Good talk.
Pass to you.
I don't have anything else. Or wait, this guy's still here.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I've got the.
Oh, that
basic-
guy hasn't
yeah,
activated yet.
or the soul.
Yeah.
Soul Weaver.
Singular Weaver. The Weaver.
Who only has 1 health.
Yep. 1 hit point on a dream.
Yeah, but I can't. Can I see him?
1
No,
hit
not
point
even
club
close.
represent.
Not even close.
He's just under his breath. What is not 0?
One is not 0. One is not 0.
What is not 0?
I don't think there is much I can do. I think this guy just needs to stay put and hold that point. Wait, hold on a second. Before or after it performs an action, but not a counter action. Okay. I have cards that are not too helpful to me. I could blaspheme.
Is there a limited amount of times you can blaspheme a turn?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't blasphemed yet. I can use an action for 1 CP.
Yep.
That would
mean, it's
allow me
one
to get
thing
rid
to
of
do.
some of this.
I mean, you can always do that.
I can always do that.
Sometimes it doesn't do anything, but you can still do it.
I'm going to blaspheme and tell her she doesn't look good in that dress.
Bold move.
Those are shot traps, you know.
And do that, and then I'm going to draw a blood card. Neat. Cool. Okay, yeah, no, that's about it for me.
Okay. How far away am I? 3.5 inches, which means I can dash
Yep.
3 inches for free,
Uh-huh.
and I will use
mission
1
action?
AP to tap this.
Yep.
Do you have a card you would like to use?
No, because I shuffled it into the deck.
Okay. I tap that objective. And then I'm going to use I'm going to use his healing ability.
Oh wait, you have killed 5 things, right?
Yes.
So you gain a VP from that.
Okay.
I get to draw a card when you do that.
Okay.
I'm going to draw this card. Okay. Neat.
Yeah, I'll use the healing ability.
Seems relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly since it actually matters this time. Soul Weaver. Soul Weaver. 2 die 3. 4, 3.
Okay.
I go up to 4.
All right then.
I do kind of like that the zeal and blood cards getting you, the fact you get them when your opponent gets a victory point makes it so that both players are like checking each other to be like, hey, you just got a victory point.
Yeah, it is an actually fairly elegant piece of design.
Yeah. No, I quite like it.
Okay, that was my last action.
Okay then.
Tally victory points for the crit op?
Yep.
I control more than you?
You control more than me, so I get 1 and you get 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go up to 3 on that. And you get the die there for 1.
Or 2.
2. Yes, thank you.
Do you get to draw cards off of this?
Technically, yes, but we can't use them. So,
Right, and then yeah.
So now,
And then the one for the kill op.
yeah. So now, and then it's also who has the most cards that you've played, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. So
okay.
we get. Okay, that's game.
that's game. So now, for victory points, I have discarded 4 blood cards and 2 zeal cards.
I have discarded 5 zeal cards and 2 blood cards.
Okay, so we
So-
each get 1 VP
Okay.
from these. And now we have our primary op.
Yes.
Which
Do
you,
do 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 do.
Kill op.
Kill op. So I score 2 more on the kill op. Right, because it's plus 50%.
Is it plus 50% or is it double? Rules?
I have no idea how this works.
See, this is the kind of thing that you would know, or I would know, if I played this game more than once every 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean the game I based my entire personality around?
50% weighted up.
50%
Plus 50
rounding up?
Okay.
Okay, so I get 2 more, and you also get 2 more.
Yeah.
uh-oh.
So,
So it's still a tie?
so it's a
Still
tie.
It's been a tie for like the last 3 things we've checked, just increasing values.
Wow, Cam.
I don't think we've missed anything.
Is there a
Was it a
tiebreaker?
tie?
Yeah, actual tie.
All right. Good game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam really came back on that last turn.
Yeah, you got that was a very good final turn for you.
Yeah.
So I guess we go to a shootout now?
Yeah. Yeah. It's now quick draw.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Or a game of knuckles.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's our game.
Okay.
Cameron, thank you so much.
Yeah,
This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Erica. Yeah, that was. It is always a pleasure to play somebody who paints well and like, the game looks good.
Yeah.
Also, that the statue is cool.
Thank you.
The cards are neat.
Yeah,
The Blood and Zeal cards are actually really interesting.
I like this deck. I hope it doesn't. I hope they're not just going to leave it as something that was just exclusive to this box, because like these are really cool, and I hope they sell them as a standalone thing.
It's that thing where it's like, I'm sure people who are deep into the tournament, tournament players don't really like more RNG.
No.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But in terms of actually like,
But I'm a scrub, and I love it.
Yeah.
but in
There's
terms of like adding more interesting sort of fun twists.
Yeah.
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 Like, I think, these might not be popular with Warhammer players because there's a deep and abiding one-sided rivalry with Magic people.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is like Magic the Gathering. This is RNG based. This is
Yeah. It says the people playing a dice game.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I did see just when I was looking at it, it seems like, ugh, I won't use any expansion that has cards.
Yeah, it's like what?
I mean, I'm just thinking like this is actually a really cool mechanic for creating custom cards for custom scenarios.
Yeah, no, I really like how it incentivizes you to carefully like monitor victory points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also takes the sting out of.
Getting rolled.
Yeah.
It's like it's an interesting catch-up
It's
mechanic.
Yeah.
I
And
love-
honestly, I just like having an excuse not to play with TAC ops because I kind of don't like TAC ops.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely way more interesting than like, I plant a beacon. I also plant a beacon.
Yeah.
We each get a victory point.
Yep.
It's like, oh, if you are standing here and there's nobody around you, but you've done this, that, and the other thing, you get 1 victory point. It's like, cool.
I also,
Yeah.
in the 12th game in a row, I took plant beacons.
I just always took the one where you shoot the guy, because I'm gonna do that anyways.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, do we want to roll out to the friend zone?
Yeah. See how they're doing out there, and then probably read some subs after that.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll try one more. I mean, it hasn't actually been very long since the, the last check, so I don't know if they've progressed that far. But
Well, one of us could probably roll out there and take the camera, or they could set up the camera. I don't know.
we'll see. Yeah, let me just give me 1 sec.
What?
Ooh, we can do cleanup step now.
Yeah, move to cleanup step.
Love it.
What? I'm sorry. This is so cool.
It's
Like this was a terrain piece they made, I think, with the Sisters of Battle re-release.
Yeah, it
and then
was-
it was like completely unavailable for years.
yeah.
In traditional Games Workshop, we're going to make a $15,000 injection mold for a product and make it available for like a weekend.
Yeah. We're gonna make exactly $15,000 off
Yeah.
of it.
Yep. This one I imagine they will make available as a standalone thing at some point.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. I'm going to buy another one because
Yeah.
I like it. Also, chat, if anybody is curious, I'm going to post
At the
on
same time.
X later the paint recipe I used for this was not one I came up with myself. I got it from Monument Hobbies. I'll post it there. It is dead simple. Like actually painting the whole statue, the statue part of it took me maybe an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
wow.
it's just stippling and dry brushing.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
And it works so well.
All right, well, let's see how they're doing in the friend zone.
Sorry,
Switch
did I
over
say
there.
blue? I meant blue sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna tweet.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to the friend zone. We actually just finished our game as well. I ended up taking
That really sped up.
I made 2 torments on a single turn.
Which is normal. Like that's just a very normal.
That is
thing
a
to
thing.
have.
That's a thing that I can do. Yeah, and I managed to gum up things enough that in Turning Point 3 we picked it up.
It was
and
all done. The writing was on the wall.
the writing was on the wall a little bit there.
Yeah, so this was the team I was playing. These are the crew. You can see them here.
They look so good. Actually, here, hold on. Let me use the good side.
Defeated by Ben's cultists. So if you like the look of these, they are available to buy. Just hit me up on Blue Sky because fuck
They're-
this team.
yeah,
I don't
they're
know
up
if
for
I'm
sale.
too stupid to play them or they just suck. But
Dude, I love the bird.
Sorry, never mind. They're actually great. They're so good that I don't want to play them anymore. So if you want to pick them up for a great deal, hit me up on Blue Sky. We'll talk.
They really do look really, really good.
I'm just they look so good and the models are sick.
On the flip side, if you would like to paint my models, because I'm not painting a horde team. Maybe
And I refuse to do it because they just beat the piss out of me. So
hit us up, Ian. How's things going on over here?
We're just about to find out if the rebels survived the whole mission, and they do.
Yay! All right.
The timing works out.
Yeah.
I
you
got here late, got through an entire game, and yeah.
Okay, so this is as short as not short, but like this is the correct time frame that you were
I
saying.
think so. Yeah, this is gonna work.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Well, this has been, I think, I don't know how it went on in there. I guess we could go walk in and stuff. But I think this has been a very successful first miniature month night here at the Moon Base. Hope you had fun. I know I did. And I'm going to throw it back to the gang in the studio. So, see you later.
What's up, gamers?
Yeah.
Gamers, where?
Yeah. No.
Get them!
Yeah. No. This has been a lot of fun.
This was fantastic. I really enjoyed this.
Indeed.
I'm glad to be back playing Kill Team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These were all mine, right? The sleep.
Yes, all of them are yours.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess we should move on to what's coming up next.
Well, yeah,
Or-
let's say thanks for everybody for watching.
Oh. You made this
And-
possible over on patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Your support of this website through patreon.com allowed me to buy Eldar Corsairs 2.5 years ago and paint them. And yeah, it allowed me to also afford food.
Food is
So,
good.
shelter.
Big fan.
Very important in this time.
Yeah, my bus pass, video games, all kinds of stuff.
Goods
So
and
thank you
services,
very
really.
much. You did this to me.
This is your fault.
Yeah.
All right. We will talk to all y'all later. Bye.
Bye.